What up, though, y'all? It's Chris broadcasting to you from the D, downtown Detroit, 10,000 steps, 90 degrees. Let's go. Dr. Umar, he back in the algorithm again. And, listen, y'all, I really am starting to wonder how this man keeps getting away with this. And how long is he going to be able to get away with this? This thing gets me every time. Let me show y'all this thing here. This freaking wolf on the ground here. Like, this thing gets me every damn time, man. I be out walking. No matter how many times I see it, which is damn near every day, it catches me off guard every single damn time. Anyway, Dr. Umar, the situation with his school has changed because some information has come out. Apparently, the state wants $70,000 collectively. This is from fees on the buildings for various different things. And if he doesn't have it in 20 days, apparently they are going to seize the property. Very interesting, because the paperwork, I looked at it, he's owed this stuff for months. So he's known about this, allegedly. We're going to go ahead and say allegedly for legalities. I'm going according to the paperwork. Based on the paperwork, he has known about these fees being due for months. But 2 weeks ago, when apparently the latest paperwork was issued, that's conveniently when he got locked out of his account. Now, people already thought that version of events was goofy as it is, because it's like, how interesting that when you was going in your account to give somebody else some money, that's when you realized that your account was locked, right? But nonetheless, that's the story that he was telling people. Now, I'm not accusing Dr. Umar of being a liar. I'm just saying that many of the details that he has told the public, they don't hold up to the smell test. So I'm just saying, he's got a bit of explaining to do, because there's quite a few holes that make it seem like he's not really being transparent with where the money he's been receiving is going and how it's being used. He said that his personal bank account, right? His personal bank account was the one, we're gonna cross Woodward here. He said that his personal bank account is the one that's been locked. But he also said that, because when people were accusing him of using the school funds for his lifestyle, he claimed that, no, that's not true. The funds for the school was in a different account. So if your personal bank account is the one that's frozen, he said nothing about the account for which he uses for the school, where that money supposedly is, has been frozen. What does your personal account have to do with the account with the school money being frozen? Why aren't you able to pay the dues on the school? Why are you trying to pay that out of your personal account and not the account for the school? That makes no sense. This Born in Detroit place, I don't think I've ever been in there. I'm gonna have to go in there coming up, man. Next time I'm out here, I'm not gonna go in there right now because I'm kicking it with y'all. If I was doing my walk right now, this nice 90-degree day, I'd go in there. But we're gonna save that for another day. We got Detroit Tigers gear, shit, front and center in the Nike store. Back to Dr. Umar, though. Yeah, the timing of that is very strange. The timing of all that is extremely sus. Again, I'm not accusing him of nothing, but a lot of the stuff that he's saying, it just don't make sense. If you have an account that you've been keeping the school funds in, this is different. I don't remember seeing this here before. This wasn't here before. When did they put this out? I gotta walk down Woodward more, man. It seemed like every week is something new happening out here. Anyway, If the money for the school that you've been receiving is in its own separate account and you have not been using that to live off of, why is it that the $7,000 in fees and costs or whatever tied to the school, which we're going to talk about the school in a second, why is it that those have not been paid? And why is it that the most recent issue of a note based on the date on it lines up perfectly with when you suddenly couldn't get into your bank account? And why is it that, because listen, you guys, I've never had any problems with my bank account. Let's not gonna see me here. However, any financial issues that I may have had that were mistakes, shouldn't have happened in this and that, I've never been locked out of my account. But any sort of hiccups that may have happened, this doesn't look right, that doesn't look right, I call and they fix it immediately. I go in, they fix it immediately. So for it to be weeks that this has been going on and him claiming that his bank that he's dealing with, they're not giving him any like ETA on when this will be resolved, that just sounds very strange to me, man. Like it really does. Furthermore, and this is something that people I don't think are talking about enough. Why is the school in Delaware? Real talk, I'm genuinely asking, why is the school in Delaware? For someone that talks about giving back to their own community, doing for their own community, he from Philly, right? I don't know why you would open a school somewhere in Delaware than your own community. LeBron James, we look at him. We're gonna run across the street again. He opened up. Didn't he open up that school in Akron or just outside of Akron? You know, right there in the area where he grew up at. He said he used to walk those streets. Jalen Rose, he played in the NBA, U of M alumni, was part of the Fab Five. The Jalen Rose Leadership Academy, he opened that up here. I don't think he could have ever fathomed of trying to open that up somewhere else. So again, why is it that his school was opened up in some other place? Now he's talking about opening up another school, which I think is in New Jersey, and he's asking for any realtor or whatever that wants to help him, hit him up. He's got a $500,000 budget. How, man, when you in the whole 70 G's at the one school that ain't even finished yet? Not only is that school not finished yet, look, y'all, I'm gonna keep it a buck, and this isn't me trying to be disrespectful. So I really need y'all to hear me, because I'm not trying to be disrespectful. But that school, it just looks like some random building, used to be some type of warehouse or something. Because didn't he promise to build a school, and that's not what he's done? It looks like some random old, I don't know, warehouse, large grocery store, something of that make, that he just kind of put a sign outside and was like, this is my school. So I don't know about that, man. But last but certainly not least, he's now doing some raffle, talking about dinner with the doctor. He like for $100, but I think he gonna lower it to $50. Women can give $100, and then he's going to draw a name. So you give $100. The women are supposed to give $100. He's supposed to draw one of their names, and then he's gonna take them out to some social event of their choosing. He gonna pay for their hotel or B&B. He's not allowed to go in. They're not allowed to come with him. It's strictly on the up and up and all that. I don't think that women at large mess with Dr. Umar like that, to where they're gonna pay $100 to possibly go out on a date with him. Dr. Umar may have some influence with the ladies in terms of, he like to say all of the pandering stuff, queen, and my African queens or whatever. They like to hear that. They'll drink down all that simping that he be doing. But I don't think sisters really mess with him like that to where they want to pay $100 for the chance to go out on a date with him when there's some guy that's already sticking them that they could just spend that $100 on going out on a date with him. Just saying, man. So that's the update on Dr. Umar. This situation with him, I'm just really shocked that he has been able to operate the way that he has for as long as he has. It hasn't ever really been held accountable, it seems. I'm gonna leave it there though, you guys. Let me get back to my 10,000 steps. Hit me with a like if you like what I do. Hit me with a sub if you like what I do. Hit me in them comments. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace.